Day, Hafa Buenas, and good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. We're here today to honor a very special person, Mrs. Rosa Crisostomos and Nicholas Duenas. Thank you for being here, Auntie Chai. She's fondly known as Auntie Chai, and she turned 90 this week. Yay! And she is one of our heroes, one of our war survivors, one of our greatest generation. So the Guam legislature has chosen to honor her with resolution number 283-35, which is sponsored by all the senators. And so if I may read our resolution, what we wanted to do with this resolution was to ensure that Mrs. Duenas' story will be forever recorded in our history, in the archives of the legislature, so that future generations and current generations who are all over the world can see what the people of Guam have gone through and who we honor and why we honor them and what they have done for us to lift all of us up and to build Guam to what it is today. So we do this in much gratefulness. So, resolution number 283-35. Be it resolved by the Committee on Rules of Imina 35 na Legislature in Guahan, whereas Rosa Crisostomos and Nicholas Duenas, fondly known as Auntie Chai, was born on January 13, 1930, and she's the daughter of Felipe Taimenglos and Nicholas and Rosario Crisostomos and Nicholas, and has a sister, Isabel C. San Nicholas Leon Guerrero. Rosa married the late Juan Perez Duenas in October 1949. They have 10 children, and I am honored to say that many of them are here today. Thank you so much for being here. They all came to honor her 90th birthday. Her 10 children are Lillian D. Chargaloff, Eleanor D. Mantanonia, Johnny S. N. Duenas, Mary D. Santos, Jesse S. N. Duenas, Barbara D. Canata, Julie D. Manglotnia, Annie D. Halstein, Cecilia D. Naputi, and Sandra D. Perez. She's also blessed with 30 grandchildren, 40 great-grandchildren, and 3 great-great-grandchildren. If I could just ask the children to join us up here, that would be fine too. That would be great if you want. Please come join. Rosa was only 12 years old when Japan invaded Guam during World War II. And during the war, Rosa lived in concentration camps called Amafit, and she was ordered to march to Patsut to meet others as they proceeded to Jotnya to be executed. However, word was given for them to return to the camp where she stayed until July 21, 1944, when U.S. troops rescued them, and they all had to endure the long, treacherous walk to Mount Lam Lam, only resting at what is known as the Maritza Recreational Center. If I could take this time to ask our mayor from the village of Inarahan to also please join us up here. The mayor has taken efforts to make sure that we recognize these camp areas in our history that the people of Inarahan were forced to endure. Thank you, Mayor, for being here, Mayor Lujan. Whereas, as a young girl in Guam during World War II, Rosa witnessed her sister's husband, Jesus, being shot and killed by a bullet from a fighter plane as he was fleeing for shelter with her niece, Doreen. And risking her life in the midst of an attack, Rosa mustered all her courage to run and find Palit Duenas to administer the last rites to her brother-in-law. After the war, Rosa went back to school in Inarahan and graduated from the 6th grade in 1946. And after graduating, she entered the nursing school at Okatamuning and completed both high school and nursing school, receiving a nursing diploma certificate. And for the next 5 years, Rosa served as a nurse at the Naval Hospital Guam and at the Inarahan Dispensary. After Rosa had her 3rd child, she decided to become a full-time mother and raised her 10 children while traveling to various military duty stations with her husband. Rosa was selected to be the 2015 Grand Marshal for the Inarahan Fiesta celebration and led the Inarahan Parade on Sunday, May 3rd, 2015. On September 27, 2019, just recently, Rosa was elected to serve as the Inarajan Senior Citizen Center Elderly Nutrition Program representative to ensure that the elderly program provides critical services, including healthy meals to the Manamco. Rosa's faith in God gave her the strength to survive the war and endure many atrocities. And through this strength, she was able to forgive those that have done wrong as she set out to achieve her goals while adjusting to life in post-war Guam. On January 13, 2020, Rosa celebrated her 90th birthday with her family and friends. And at the age of 90, Rosa is still strong, actively going about her day. She still drives. She does her daily chores, participates in religious devotions and daily prayers. And I have witnessed this many times, and when I go to Inarajan for any type of event, that she is instrumental to these events for the village. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Committee on Rules of Imina 35 na Legislature in Guahan does hereby, on behalf of Legislature in Guahan and the people of Guam, recognize Rosa San Nicolas Dueñas on the occasion of her 90th birthday, and be it further resolved that the Speaker and the Chair of the Committee on Rules certify and the Legislative Secretary attest to the adoption hereof, and that copies of the same be thereafter transmitted to Rosa San Nicolas Dueñas, to the Honorable Doris F. Lujan, Mayor of Inalahan, and to the Honorable Lourdes A. Leon Guerrero y Magatlahan, Guahan. Duly and regularly adopted by the Committee on Rules on the 15th day of January 2020, signed by the Speaker, Tina Rose Munoz Barnes, by the Chair of the Committee on Rules, Regine Bisco Lee, and by our Legislative Secretary, Amanda Shelton, who's here with us today, together with Senator Jim Moylan. Thank you, Senators. And so now we will do this. On behalf of the people of Guam, si Diyos maasi, Saina. I asked her earlier if she would be willing to give us some advice, and so, or just to make a few remarks on this special occasion.
In behalf of Senator Terlaje and the rest of the senators, I give you thank you so much for being here, and all of you that are participating to hear what she have to say about me. And I cannot find any other way to appreciate everyone, each of you. How I feel right this moment. But I'm trying to be so much strong that the dear Lord will keep each and every one of us here and the rest in the coming future, a good life and good health for each and everyone. Thank you very much to all of you, and God bless everyone.
I want to again thank the family for being here, all her children and grandchildren, and thank you to Auntie Chai for coming all the way to Agatna. I know she told me that every day she wakes up and thanks the Lord for another day, and I take that to heart.
Yes,
That's how we're going to make it to 90 and be in such a continuing to give to our community.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.